Maryland head coach Alex Clemsen after a big win over American University. First guy we saw on the mat, Dario Lemus. He's a guy you and I have talked about a lot. His debut this season. What did you see from him?
A lot. I saw a lot of good. He kind of blew one position that in the second period where he had the pass to the double and he kind of squatted back. It's a little bit of a bad habit. He's got to fix it. He looked pretty good tonight, though. I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but he's a really tough kid. I'm super proud of him. He's like, we call him the Mexican Wolverine. He's a stud.
Coach Chase Mielnik got the pin. He's starting to look increasingly comfortable at 197. What do you think of his performance?
He wrestled the way he should wrestle. I just like he needs to execute a game plan, and if he does, he can beat a lot of guys. And he's probably not going to score a ton of points early. He's a draft horse, and him and Jackson Smith couldn't be more different, right, from like a style or a skill set perspective. But he looked great tonight. When I think of like how Chase Mielnik should wrestle, like if I close my eyes and think like how I'd like to see him represent himself, that's it. Executed perfectly and looked great doing it, and the points followed. And we talk about that a lot. Positions before points, and he exemplified that tonight.
Could you give us your version of events of what happened in the Miller?
I didn't see it, honestly. It's not like coach speak. Like I thought we had another guy getting ready to go, and I turned around. John Martin Best was sick this morning. During our morning walkthrough, he was sick, like throwing up in the trash can. He didn't work out this morning. I thought I was going to wrestle Mekhi Neal tonight. I bumped him up. I weighed him up. I was going to throw in, a very talented true freshman from the state of Maryland, give a kid a chance to, from a packed gym, in his home state, to go out and have some fun tonight. And John texted me before he loaded the bus, and I can't quote what he said to me, but he said, I'm wrestling tonight. Don't pull me. I'll perform. And he did. So great. But yeah, I didn't see what happened. And then Jason and Coach Borelli and I have a really good relationship. And we got a little heated, and I don't think there's any animosity afterwards. I didn't see what happened, and I only saw his kid do his thing. Obviously, our kid did something to instigate that. I'm not sure if there wasn't something in the match that happened before that to make our kid. Regardless, you have to keep your cool on both sides. Jason will handle his guy, I'll handle mine. I'd like to see Ethan Miller just stay calm, cool, and collected. The scoreboard did the talking. Yeah, but I honestly did not see it. So I'll have to go back and watch, and Mr. Miller and I will have to have a conversation about the events that unfolded.
One of the things you mentioned, packed gym, Maryland high schooler, 125 pounds. Tyler Garvin, probably the loudest it was tonight. Talk about him, getting down early and then, bouncing back from that.
Yeah, I mean, right, credit to Coach Hamper and everybody here at South Carroll. We had a late location change, and I called Brian, and he was like, just let's go, bring it, bring your mat, bring your clock, we'll roll out the red carpet, and I'll pack the house. And I was like, you pack the house on 7 days notice, pack the house. So it was awesome atmosphere in here tonight. Really, really thankful for the fans that showed up and were really loud and into the match all night. Lots of Maryland kids, lots of DMV kids, lots of local talent. It was great. And Tyler Garvin looked the way he should. He's a Fargo champ. At one point was a top 100 recruit. So he's still finding himself as a young kid, as a true freshman. I think he got outside of himself a little bit early, and that cost him. And then he just stayed the course and kept chopping that tree, and good things happened.
Coach, a lot of matches tonight were somewhat uncompetitive with the final score. Cal Miller's match was anything but. Take me through what you saw from him just in the overtime and just in general.
Yeah, I mean, Cal didn't wrestle well tonight. I think part of it was credit to Gage Owen. This is his building, right? He was like, I'm going to try to knock a dude off. This was probably his Super Bowl, right? Gets to wrestle a guy in a Big Ten singlet that flies the flag for the flagship state school that he's from. I'm sure he was really, really excited. It looked like Cal Miller wasn't excited for the match, and it almost got away from him. Cal's a winner, though. He's a super tough kid. He's an ultra competitor. He found a way to pull it out. I don't want to see him wrestle like that moving forward. We got to get him going. We had a long talk about it. He did a little extra work. Probably a little bit of a bad night for him. Probably a great night for the other guy. Styles make fights. I'm glad we got a win.
All good, guys?